on, you guys? Sports Fans and Diesel back at you here with more second round action. Starting off with the Boston Celtics, who have now tied the series here in Game 2 with a 109-86 victory over the Milwaukee Bucks, led by Jaylen Brown. 25 points in the first half, 30 points overall with 5 rebounds, 6 assists on top of it. Jason Tatum, he got up to another slow start, but finished it strong here. 29 points. And then Grant Williams, coming off the bench, 21 points, 6 of 9 from downtown. And he played even better defense on Giannis Antetokounmpo, as well as Al Horford. Al Horford had a double-double here, 12 points, 10 rebounds. But the defense on Giannis was huge, as Giannis started up this ballgame 0 of 7 from the field. And the shots, those mid-range jump shots that he was hitting in Game 1, he was missing here early in Game 2. And that set the tone right from the jump of the Jaylen Brown. 17 in the first quarter. I mean, he practically almost outscored Milwaukee in the first quarter by himself. Celtics overall, 20 of 43 from downtown here. They have 93 three-point shot attempts here in the first 2 games of the series. Crazy, crazy numbers. The interior defense is forcing them to shoot the outside jump shot, and they fall in love with it, especially when you're hitting it. They go 12 of 20 in the first half, and I can't blame them, but you only shoot 7 of 23 in the second half. 24 points off of 16 Milwaukee turnovers. That costed Milwaukee a lot of trouble here. And then the Celtics defense was back to that championship form defense that we have seen during the second half of the regular season. They've run in Milwaukee off the three-point line, as Milwaukee only got up 18 three-point shot attempts. They shoot 3 of 18 from three-point range, and you credit the defense of the Boston Celtics here. Moving over to Memphis and Golden State here, as Memphis ties the series up as well, 106-101 here. Dillon Brooks getting ejected within 3 minutes of the ball game, and clearly was a wind-up compared to Draymond Green's hit. And then on top of that, they suspended him for Game 3, according to yesterday's reports. And that is huge. It's going to be difficult for them. Ja Morant, holy moly. 47 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. He scored 18 in the fourth quarter. He scored the last 15 points for Memphis in the last 4 minutes plus. And then on top of that, he's the third player in NBA history to have multiple 45-point performances in the playoffs before the age of 23. And the only 2 players to ever do that in NBA history, LeBron James and the great Kobe Bryant. It's going to take spectacular performances for him in order for them to have a shot against Golden State. Let's be honest here. But he has outscored Curry and Klay combined. He's outscored them by 20 points by himself. That is Curry and Klay better get it together here, because they combined 16 for 44 in this game, 5 of 23 from downtown. And that's pretty much the difference. I mean, you give credit to Memphis's defense and forcing them to shoot tough contested three-point shots and tough shots just in general. Jordan Poole comes in off the bench with 20 points, but he was really not much of a factor in this game either. He shot the ball okay, but overall, Golden State shoots 7 of 38 from three-point range. And then on top of that, to throw even more salt into the wound, they had 18 turnovers. Now, Memphis only scored 15 points off those 18 turnovers. The series is tied 1-1. We're going to Golden State for Game 3 Friday night. Moving over to Game 2 of the 76ers against the Miami Heat here. Miami Heat are just rolling right now. They're up 2-0 in the series as they win 119-103 here. Bam Adebayo is clearly a problem right now until Joel Embiid comes back. 23 points, 9 rebounds for Bam Adebayo. And then Jimmy Butler, 22, 6, and 12 for Jimmy Butler. And then Tyler Hero, he's the 4th player in NBA history to average 20 points or more coming off the bench. Him and Oladipo combined for 37 off the bench. And I don't need to say much here outside of the fact that Philadelphia needs to get their three-point shooting going here. They were 8 of 30 in Game 2. For the series right now, they are 14 of 64. They're shooting the three-point shot under 25% right now. Danny Green was atrocious shooting the three-point shot. 1 of 9 from 3, 1 of 10 overall in Game 2. But, Maxey's the only one who showed up in this game personally. Maxey had 34 points on 12 of 22 shooting. But James Harden, 20 and 9. Like I said, James, in order for him to be effective, He's got to get back to what he is really good at, and that's going to the rim, getting to the free throw line 8 to 10 times a ball game. It's great to facilitate and get other players and teammates involved, but he has to be aggressive on the offensive end of the basketball in order for Philadelphia to have a remote chance, especially if Joel Embiid might not be showing up in Game 3. Last but not least, Phoenix pulled away late again against the Dallas Mavericks here, 129-109. Not many teams will lose any games if you shoot 64% from the field and 52% from downtown like Phoenix did here in Game 2. Devin Booker, 30 points. Chris Paul, 28, 6, and 8. Doncic had another good performance here. He scores 35. He had 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 7 turnovers. Like I said in my last episode with this series, it is a 1v5 matchup here. Like, Dinwiddie had double figures, but it was like he didn't shoot the ball well. Jalen Brunson has only scored, 19 points in this series? And in the first 2 games of the series against Utah, he scored 70-something points in the first 2 games of that series. So credit Phoenix's defense. But thank you guys again so much for your time. If you guys have not already, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys love the content. I thank you guys again so much for your time. I hope to see all your faces in the next one. Deuces.